Oh, cool. Oh, I could take the M1 carbine with a scope on it. I can take a Type 99 Arasaka. I could be like a samurai assassin. Lee Enfield would be nice.
High recoil and a lower level of zoom are the weaknesses of the M1 carbine.
Yeah.
That is the softest shooting rifle I've ever fired.
I mean, these guys probably have never a gun, you know?
And it's also probably the only weapon with drop like they have in here. Type 99 would be interesting.
SVT? Wow. Limited zoom and high recoil. What? Lee Enfield.
What?
Okay, they got the Lee Enfield right. It says as lower muzzle velocity. 10 rounds. They got the Lee Enfield mostly correct. Oh yeah. Alright, I'm choosing
They reduced the muzzle velocity of 30-06 for the M1D, so it wasn't the perfect sniper weapon in this game.
Why don't you just take that carbine and see if we can meme it?
Okay, I'm taking a Papa Shot and
same. I'm taking a
Oh.
PPS. I'm taking a PPSH and I'm taking a Lee Enfield.
Okay, if you're taking the PPSH, then I will do the Bliskowica, the weird little Polish
Bliskowica.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means lightning.
Oh, and a Colt 1911 because 2 World Wars.
2 World Wars. All right, let's do this. What a Chad game. God, you know what would be a really cool game is have a game where there's an overworld map like XCOM and you're going around doing commando operations in World War II and they're just absolutely comic book over-the-top retarded commando operations, and when they launch they're like this, so you get to go play it out, have some RPG elements, you know, let players have fun.
That is one of the weaknesses, I think, of Metal Gear Solid 5, is if they took out
that seems to work. Sorry.
Some of the ridiculous portions of that game, grounded it more in what actual mercenaries were doing in the 70s and 80s. That could have been a very, very cool setting.
Yeah, and then, no. Oh, there's a guy down there who's using tracers. That's like a Kojima villain sniper, where he's like, I use traces to sign my kills.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh my god, I got murdered. Come save me. Tracers killed me. What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out the ranging on the M1 carbine because it's ridiculous. I was playing high-low that entire time, just rippling off semi-auto rounds.
I webblied him. Huzzah!
Alright, I'm next.
I webblied that man.
Can I hit that man?
Which man? Oh, the one in front of the train?
Yes. No. Try again. High this time. Alright, he's shooting back.
Oh, you got him! You got him!
Yeah.
I'm webblying people. I got to kill at 100 meters with this Webley. Ow, I'm dying. Turns out they don't care. And turns out Middlework has a lot of krauts in it.
Who would have guessed? Although I would expect them to all be like reservists and shit.
You'd have one of those Luftwaffe units that had some Fallschirmjäger guys, and then...
Yeah, and like they realized that the Fallschirmjäger wasn't as useful as it looked.
Yeah.
So they made them all like really elite rear area guys. Nice.
Wow, it only took 70 rounds to do it. Alright, I'm clearing this bunkhouse.
Not all that.
No, it's a lot of rounds that go out, and the enemy just kind of walks away. Which is bullshit, because that's 7.62 Tokarev, which is a spicy meatball.
7.62 Tote was one of the most powerful cartridges in the world, just because of its speed.
I got shotted down here. There's a man on the porch, and he tried to shoot me, but I'm out of Webley ammo, so all I can do is click at him. Okay, now he's shooting me for real. He's put bullets in my liver. Alright, he's coming in. He has his little hat. He seems unable to move past me, so he is walking in place. He's very... Oh no, he has moved past. Alright. He's got that late war baggy piece of shit like cheap ass uniform on, and he's
the M44.
He's downstairs. Okay, now he's trying to walk past my body again. He is trapped. Now he is fine. No, he is not. He is pushing my corpse slowly outside, which is a trouble. Now you have engaged him in mortal combat. Now his friend just saw him die, which is a problem, because he's now shooting at you. And I don't mean to alarm you, but you have... Okay, there we go. Oh yes, 303, good for you and good for me, yes? Oh dear, fell down the stairs and what? Oh cool, they got a rocket.
Did they just launch a rocket?
No, it's a test stand. So
I would stop testing when the gunfire starts, but maybe that's just me.
Those
that's
fucking
probably
mad...
why I'm not a Nazis.
Listen, the Kraut version of, you know, Beaker and Professor Honeydew in there are... They don't care. I know we've said this in every Let's Play we've been in, right? But,
yes.
See those tanks? What do you think those tanks are full of?
Hydrogen Z.
Yeah, so what if we were to take those tanks and then just, I don't know, walk it over into this tunnel and fill it full of happy gas? Hey, we're having a conversation about what we could do. These guys are rude.
Who leaves a gold bar on a desk manned by an enlisted man? That thing would be gone so quickly.
Yeah, or at least shaved.
It took 345 rounds to the face to kill this man.
Oh my god, he must have been a Knight's Cross holder. Like, if I was
Did they make this many V1 parts?
Yeah, oh yeah. Middlework was huge, man.
Or V2, I suppose.
Oh yeah, the Middlework was a total factory. I mean, it was assembly line and everything. I love how the music starts and it's like as you kill like 8 Krauts.
It's like a DM that can't figure out which track he wants for this battle.
I had a DM that tried to sing everything. He wrote lyrics to stuff. He was not a performing arts major in college, so it was interesting. So I had an idea for a game. I want to make like a D100 percentile, very simplified, kind of like Gumshoe or kind of like Dark Heresy, but simplified gunplay system, and create a game for tabletop called Super Commando Team, and it would be basically like you and your friends playing as the Dirty Dozen with made-up crazy shenanigans and heists to pull down. Like, we gotta steal Hitler's secret gold so we can't buy rubies for his moon laser.
Like Danger 5 the game.
A little bit of Danger 5, a little bit of Weird War 2, a little bit of what might have been. Oh, one more.
Run away from that grenade.
Yes, there you go. You can soak that up because you're fine.
I know
really
the Germans
good.
had some general issues with their fragmentation grenades, but I don't think it was that bad.
No. Usually it was like one of... I remember they had a lot of problems with the fragmentation sleeves on stuff, and some of the fuses, of course, as war material deteriorated during the conflict.
You know, as you do when you're a nation in its last throes. Can't even successfully make ball bearings anymore, let alone the shit you need to fight the war.
If you were an OSS super secret agent dropped behind enemy lines, what 3-gun would you carry?
Well, P-38 or a Luger, because the 9mm is really something I'd want to stick with. Unless I could get one of those OSS Dart 1911s. Those are retarded.
Yeah.
But I would absolutely carry one. I'm also of the mind that the pistol is to fight your way to a rifle, so it doesn't really matter so much as long as it functions. I'd be perfectly happy with a Webley or a Smith & Wesson pre-model 10 or something. Papa-Shaw, actually I'd probably want a Suomi. Lee Enfield maybe for the rifle.
That could be good. I would go all-American. All-American.
You'd stick American?
Yeah. M1 Garand, 1928 Thompson, and 1911. And or Smith & Wesson Victory model. The
Thompson is not a light piece of equipment.
No, it isn't. But you know what? You should get fucking stronger and quit being a bitch. That is what I say. If you're gonna be a super action commando, you can't be like some little ninja. You have to be all American muscle. You must be.
If we were doing A-Team, I'd be all there with you. But, you know, the OSS guy who has to supply...
I know. If it was a real OSS guy, he'd have, like, a fucking hatchet. And he'd
Yeah, a hatchet and a sten that's half burnt because the Frenchman who last carried it wasn't very good at saboteuring.
Right, and he would have like a hatchet and that, and papers identifying him as like an itinerant monk from Poland. And he would try to go through between some Catholic missions and try to secret around and never fire a shot. But we're talking Action Commando, man. What? That could be a name for the game.
Fair.
That could be a name for the game, Action Commando.
Oh, hey, it's the world's worst guard. Hasn't heard any of the gunfire, but noticed you through a window.
All right, we need to run.
Does this 1911 look big to you?
Okay, hold on. Yeah, she's a little big.
Like, this is the 50 GI one kind of big?
Oh, yeah. Armscraft Industries presents Too Big to Care. You know what? There's a good discussion. 1911 calibers and makes from patrician tier to Y tier, okay? All right, I'll start. Patrician tier 1911 choices are 38 Super, 45 ACP, 10 mil, and if you're sick enough in the head, 357 SIG. I would say med tier calibers would be 40 cal 9 mil. Awful tier, like Y calibers, would be the 22 Magnum ones I've seen, the 22 ones I've seen, the 381 that Browning makes, which blows my fucking mind. Because Browning, who stopped making the high power, a gun that everyone loves and wants to see continue to evolve and adapt. I do not understand Browning. They have the rights to some of the most... Okay, I'm down. Fuck. They have the rights to some of the most amazing guns ever made, and they just absolutely don't make them. Like, Browning has the right to the Ithaca action, or a variation thereof with the BPS, and everyone has screamed for them to make a home defense shotgun in 10 and 12 gauge, and Browning has essentially refused. Oh my god, the spread on the MP40, why?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Even controlled bursts just go crazy.
Look, I'm throwing grenades next to some armed rockets or whatever. Look, just don't tell command I'm doing it. They don't need to know.
How many 30 carbine rounds does it take to kill that man?
Well, 30 carbine hits like a fucking 44 Magnum out of an M1 carbine. So, like, why? Oh, all right, not that way.
I guess not that way. Not this way either. God damn it.
No, we just gotta keep running. This is cinematic explosions. We'll be fine. Okay, come on. No, I'm retarded. Oh my god.
Well, yes, you are. But
yes, my guy is so retarded. It is so painful. I'm holding the spacebar to make things happen. It's like, nah, dog. This is the weirdest, most awful MG42.
That rate of fire is something else.
This is like the 1942. Oh, there's even more coming. It's like there's a convoy, or this is a main facility or something, and we should have just put the bombs on that train and drove it backwards into the tunnel, and then thereby, you know, the facility for real.
Okay, so now we've talked kind of, sort of practical guns.
Yeah.
If you wanted just retarded guns, what would you take?
Oh, bomb lance.
You'd take a bomb lance?
Yeah. Just because you'd shoot the fucking Nazi, and they'd be like, why is there this giant wrought iron arrow sticking out of him? And then like a little bit of spark shoot out of that, and then there's this thunderclap, and he's just goo all over the sidewalk. The Germans would be like, what is this, Der Raketenwerfer? And you're like, yeah, it's my bomb lance. It's used to kill whales.
I'd use a Webley Fosbury as my pistol.
Oh man, that is patrician tier right there. Like all silver and gilt inlays, so you're like, good day, you will be killed by the steampunk gun.
Find somebody to Damascene it with like Civil War motifs.
Civil War motifs, but there's like the occasional mech in there for no reason.
Yep. In your crazy OSS dress uniform, you've got ribbons for conflicts that were before you were born.
Yeah, because we went back, of course.
guy's so fucking serious.
In reality, his letter home would be like, all right, Toots, remember, I'm bringing home the bacon. You bet stay in shape. Don't fuck nobody. Love, Clyde. Brought to you by Broma Seltzer. Oh my god, this guy is still talking. Why?
Yes, because he's whinging about killing Russians.
Are you kidding? This guy's probably never seen a Russian in his life. He's like, oh cool, that's a different language. And he just shoots him right in the balls. No, dude, I'm not sure. What do you think would be the best Tokarev? I know that the Yugo ones are still available and reasonable.
Well, the Polish ones were very nice. The Russian ones are the quintessential. The Yugo ones I've seen have been fairly rough.
The Chinese ones were always so-so.
Yeah, well that's the problem with just about any of the Chinese stuff. Some Norinco 1911s ran like a raped ape, and some of them absolutely did not.
Yeah, Norinco is the Ruger of China. I hate to say this.
He's like 100 yards away. Like I can see individual nostril hairs when I'm zoomed in.
Oh my god.
And then the Red Army shows up on the other side, yeah.
Ugh!
He was just a rookie trooper and he surely shook with fright. He checked all of his equipment and made sure his pack was tight. He had to sit and listen to those awful engines roar. You ain't gonna drop no more. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna drop no more. Is everybody happy? Cried the sergeant looking up. The hero feebly answered yes, and then they stood him up. He jumped into an icy blast, his static line unhooked. He ain't gonna drop no more. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more. He counted long, he counted loud, he waited for the shock. He felt the wind, he felt the cold, he felt that awful drop. The silk from his reserve spilled out and wrapped around his legs. He ain't gonna jump no more. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more. The riser swung around his neck, connectors cracked his dome. Suspension lines were tied in knots around his skinny bones. The canopy became his shroud, he hurtled to the ground. He ain't gonna jump no more. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more. The days he lived and loved and laughed kept running through his mind. He thought about the girl back home, the one he'd left behind. He thought about the medics and he wondered what they'd find. He ain't gonna jump no more. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more. The ambulance was on the spot, the jeeps were running wild. Medics jumped and screamed with glee, they rolled their sleeves and smiled. Been a week or more since the last shoot had failed, and he ain't gonna jump no more. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more. He hit the ground, the sound was splat, the blood went spurting high. His comrades all heard him say, a hell of a way to die. They're rolling round in the welter of his gore, and he ain't gonna jump no more. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. He ain't gonna jump no more. There was blood upon the risers, there were brains upon his chute. Intestines were dangling from his paratrooper suit. He was a mess, they picked him up and poured him from his boots. And he ain't gonna jump no more. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Glory, glory, what a hell of ready to die, and he ain't gonna jump no more.
Let's get some pussy tonight.